Welcome back to my home shop, not WEGS Garage. Mark's Garage? I don't know. We don't have a name for it yet. Today is Memorial Day. Today is it is rainy, depressing. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Yep. Just not very nice out there. So I got this project that I've been planning for a little bit here. So let's check it out. All right, so I got this old grain belt beer lantern sign thingy for my father-in-law a few months ago. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It's like there's like a light in there. It's got a cord that plugs into the wall that hangs down, and then there's a little kind of single, almost like a Christmas light bulb inside there that shines through and kind of makes it look like a lantern. But I actually got kind of inspired by a video that Adam Savage did over on his Tested channel. It's the former Mythbuster, Adam Savage, over on his YouTube channel. He actually took these LED flame light bulbs and hacked them and put them in kind of not a beer sign, but like a different kind of lantern to kind of make it look like it had an actual candle inside of it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to clean this thing up. It's pretty dirty, and there's a couple of edges that are kind of coming apart. I'll probably try and glue those back together. And then we're going to tear into these flame light bulbs, build a little circuit to run it off of a Sony camera battery. Got a battery holder for it, and stuff it all inside there. So that should be a fun little Memorial Day project. Here we go. All right, so got it pretty well cleaned up. The finish is very, it kind of just rubs off. So not the most durable finish. So you have to be, I guess if you happen to find yourself with one of these lights, just be very careful when you clean it, because you can just wipe the paint right off of it. I also got the light fixture out of the back, so it's just an empty bit now. Now the light bulbs we're gonna use, I actually bought a couple different kinds. These are the ones that Adam Savage uses right here. On his video, they're these Omicoo brand off Amazon. I thought I might want a little bit smaller one, so I had bought these, but let me show you kind of the difference between the two. So the ones that he uses, you basically can just pop this part off here, and then there's another seam here. This is the actual LED matrix that lights up and makes the flame. So the great thing about these is this part down here is just a power supply. So if you cut these two wires right here, you pull this whole thing out, and as long as you can supply your own 3 volts DC, you can power this with pretty much anything. So 2 AA batteries, you can get 3 volts. These smaller ones are nice. They're 3 watts instead of 6 watts. The only difference, though, that does make them a little bit more challenging to work with. Actually, I just broke that one taking it out. Basically, the power supply is soldered right to the base of the lights. If you want to use these, you have to solder right to this white circuit board, which isn't like a huge deal, but the other one's really convenient with the wires already on there. So we're going to use that. I'm going to clip the wires, and then I'll show you the circuit we're going to build to power this thing up. Okay, so I'm using this little LM 317 chip here to knock the voltage down to 3 volts. So I already put the circuit together. It's real simple. All you need is a couple of resistors to set the voltage from the chip. So I just want to make sure we got this working right here. So I'm gonna hook the negative to this black wire, put the positive on the red wire, and hopefully we won't let any smoke out here. Let's see what happens. Let me double check the polarity here. There we go. When you put the diffuser on there, it kind of looks like a flame. That's nice. Okay, we'll unplug that there before I melt something down. Now I just need to solder up a little more permanent solution here for this power supply. So here we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and modify this battery holder a little bit. It'd be nice if it was a little bit smaller, so I think I'm going to cut these little mounting bosses off the sides and just cut it like on both here. There's a little keeper button that's supposed to hold the batteries in place. As far as I can tell, it doesn't actually do anything, so I don't think we'll miss that. And hopefully we'll have enough structural integrity left to function. We'll see, I guess. Alright, so if you're following along at home, may not want to use a Dremel for that. It is stinky and leaves pretty nasty edges on your part. So, but we got that cut. So now I just got to figure out how we're going to mount all this stuff on top of here. Probably just some double-sided tape or something. Well, I'm not really sure how, but I totally spaced off how I was going to actually switch this. So I did find I have one switch that will work for this. So what I'm going to do is scavenge some parts. Found this is like part of an old PC power supply or something. It's got some little connectors. I've got a PC fan that has the mating connector on there, so I'm going to run wires out to the switch from the battery to the switch and then back from the switch to my circuit board, and that's how we're going to turn this thing on and off. Alright, this is going to be like real life here. I have not turned it on yet, so here we go. I'm going to flip the switch. It appears as though we have some lights. Good. I think the voltage is a little low, so just turn up the trimmer a little bit. Holy moly. Look at that. Perfect. All right, now just gotta stuff all this stuff inside there. Now, to hold everything together, we're going to be using a highly advanced, temperature-sensitive adhesive. It's actually just hot glue. Hot glue. So that is it. Look at that. I am super happy with how that turned out. And actually, in sort of a nod to Adam Savage, I actually did finish this project in one day. So it is a one-day build. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think about this and what you thought about this video. This is kind of a different one for me. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. I'm going to enjoy this delicious grain belt and the rest of my Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.